This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions of people come together to take the next stage in their creative journey. With thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people on topics such as illustration, photography, freelancing, and more. There's even courses on web development, crafts, productivity, marketing, film and video, you name it, it's on Skillshare. And it doesn't even matter if you're a beginner, or you're a pro, or a bit of a dabbler, or a master, it caters to everyone. If you're a member of Skillshare, then you get unlimited access to thousands and thousands of online courses. These courses are built up of some video content, some class project content, and most of these classes are actually under 60 minutes as well, so they're designed to fit a busy schedule. Now, I'm sure most of you are aware already, but I'm always on the hunt to kind of better myself, further myself, and learn new skills and try a new industry. The course at the moment that I've been paying particular attention to is DIY product photography by Rachel Galotta and Daniel Inskeep. This is for a very good reason. I'm about to launch a new project with my girlfriend, and this particular course with product photography has come in very, very useful, and I'm currently learning from it right now. So no matter what 2021 brings, make sure you use your time in a meaningful and creative and purposeful way. Skillshare is designed to make sure you make the absolute most out of this year. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable. At less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, there really has never been a better time to start. And the really lovely thing about Skillshare is that there's an online community as well. There's a huge community of thousands of other like-minded people on the same journey as you, on different stages, all willing to help out and share knowledge with one another. Now, the spicy bit that you've all been looking forward to, the first 1,000 people to click the specific link exclusive to TGTV below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. That's the first 1,000 people to hit the link below. Once it's gone, it's gone. So make sure you hit that, get involved, learn something new, and start your creative and curious journey. For now then, I've got a banger of a video with my brand new Lamborghini, so let's jump in the Lambo and get going. Welcome back to TGTV. Let's get that into civilized mode. Where's the... yeah, there we go. Welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my brand new Lamborghini Huracan Evo rear wheel drive. This is literally the first time I've driven this car since collecting it, or since it was delivered even. This is my very first experience of this car. Now, this is going to annoy pretty much every single one of you, but this trip is not going to be me smashing it off the limiter, driving it around sideways and skimming trees in the countryside. This is actually going to be just a first experience of this video, and we're going to get my girlfriend involved as well, and hopefully she is not going to abuse the car or me too much. I've just taken the car out just to stretch its legs, get it moving, get some charge in the battery, because it's been on transporter for a little while, with doors open and whatnot, and my girlfriend's been at work, so I'm going to go and grab her, and then we're going to go and take it food shopping. I'm going to go meet the dog. Gonna go and get the dog. It's gonna be his first experience of this car, but I just wanted to run through some first impressions basically with this thing, because I've literally just sat in it, and I wanted to share with you how I feel about it and kind of a little bit more about how it came about, because I realized this was a little bit left of field, this car, and I noticed in the comments on my collection video, which went live like last night or the night before, probably a few days on now, that some of you were saying you were disappointed. There was probably about 4 or 5 of you that were saying you were disappointed with this car, and then it wasn't a pista replacement in your mind and all the rest of it. I think we live in a very different day and age where someone can buy a brand new Lamborghini and people will be disappointed with it. I'm alarmed that that's the level of desensitization that people are now experiencing. The fact that something like this can come out of the blue and people aren't even impressed by it. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, whatever, it's not as good as a pista. There's a very good reason I got one of these, and the price point on this car really, in this current market and current brand new cars coming out, this car is kind of in a little kind of league of its own almost in terms of brand new cars. So I think it's a really clever buy. For the cash I paid, I think it definitely justifies itself. Anyway, we're not going to get into all that just yet. We're probably going to do a full how much did my Lamborghini cost video, because this is YouTube and that'll be a separate punt. But this is really me just televising my first experiences of the car. So I'm driving around town now. I've just driven it down the motorway actually. And first impressions are good. So we're in Strada mode at the moment, and we kind of just sat in traffic. Start stop hasn't come on. Yeah, it's actually got start stop, but for some reason it's not cutting in. I think the automatic default position is off. But as you can hear, it's quite a civilized affair. You've got the kind of center screen here with everything working, Bluetooth all hooked up. It's quite a civilized car. The steering's very light, very direct. It doesn't feel particularly big. I feel like I know where all corners of the car are. I can see out of most of it. Bit of a blind spot hit there. No, actually not much of a blind spot hit there. It's good. First impressions are very, very good, and it's certainly a lot more livable with than the last car. And initial impressions of these seats as well, they are living up to expectations. I thought they were going to be a little bit uncomfortable being full carbon bucket seats, but they're actually pretty decent. They are miles away from those horrible cardboard affairs that I had in my SV. So all is going very well. It's changing very early, and it's 7-speed dual clutch, basically Audi gearbox. It's good. I'm very comfortable in here. It's not that crashy either. I mean, it's not as comfortable as a Range Rover, of course, but it's very, very, very livable with in here, and that has actually surprised me. It does feel a lot more reserved and refined over and above the previous generation LP580-2 that I had. However, it doesn't stay reserved for long, because if you click the sport button, I don't know if we're going to get this, wait for no passing traffic. Can you hear that? All the valves open, it revs slightly higher, and it's delivering a little bit more power, a little bit more throttle response straight through, and you can feel it. It's a lot more kind of, come on, let's go. It holds the gear. See, it's an auto, and it's only just changed into second at about 3,000 revs, so it's a lot more aggressive. You get a lot more crackles on the overrun, and even if you drop it into first, I mean, being a moron, there's kids there, I'm not going to do it just yet. They might be sleeping in their prams. So we're in second gear at the moment, 20 miles an hour. It's pretty aggressive, to be fair. And that's 30 miles an hour. And just idling in traffic, you've got that slightly higher rev range, and you've got all the valves open. It's still livable with, though, in sport mode. It's kind of, it does change early enough for you to not feel like a knob. It changes down when you start slowing down, but it's good still. They've judged it right. It is good. Obviously, you can put it in manual and hold the gear as long as you like and just be a complete oik. Corsa mode, no distinct change other than you get a change on the dash here. The dash actually resembles that of what you'd see in the SV. Very, very cool. And when you change it back to sport, it goes back to this kind of orange mode, and then back to comfort, you get that. Very, very cool. And of course, the Manantino on this car is with this little thing here. You just flick it through the modes on there. So we're back in Strada mode then. We're nearly at where I need to pick my girlfriend up from, and then we're going to do a little food shop. To be honest with you, she said bring the Range Rover, be sensible, you know, we're just doing a shop. She doesn't know that I'm turning up in this, but she will quickly realise it. She hears it from around the corner. Complimenting the usability then, I mentioned when I collected this car, one of the main draws for this choice was actually the fact that Lambo have sorted out their after service. They've now got the 4-year warranty and servicing plan that comes as standard on their brand new Huracans, which is fantastic. It was previously something they didn't have on the previous generation, and it was something that you really had to bear in mind when you were buying a pre-owned Lambo. You had to bear in mind the warranty and servicing situation, because once they're out of warranty and they don't have any service pack, it gets a little bit dangerous. It does get a little bit aggressive. The servicing is really expensive with Lamborghinis, as I'm sure you can imagine. Particularly when you compare it to something like Porsche, it's about 700 quid a service. My SV service was nearly 4 grand. It's an absolute joke. That was 3 years in with 3,000 miles. So it's not something you want to be left holding, if at all possible. And it really did impact the residual values on them. I think they've taken a leaf out of Ferrari's book. I think they're focusing now really on that residual nature and keeping the values of their cars up. Not that the Huracan has actually really tanked in value. A crappy one is still about 130 odd grand for a 5-year-old car with a load of miles on it, some hire car owners, some clocking going on from an independent dealer. So they are holding their money relatively well, if not better, arguably, than the 458. There's still huge demand for the Huracan. It's kind of like the benchmark supercar that people go to. But I think Lambo realised that a lot of people were being put off their used stock because of the servicing and warranty situation. So this now comes with 4 years. You can option it to 5 years. I think that costs an extra 4 grand for that 5th year, maybe 5 grand for that extra 5th year. But that really did lure me into this. Because, well, I'm not going to keep it that long anyway, so I don't know why I actually really cared about that. But I think it's going to do wonders for the residual values. And the other thing as well, a little birdie has told me that the Evo line, particularly the rear wheel drive line, is actually being given over to the STO very, very shortly. So unless you factory order one pretty soon, there are no more dealer cars coming. They're not going to see another one, most dealers, for another 6 or 7 months, and then that's pretty much going to be it. So if you want one of these, you factory order one, you wait for a bit of dealer stock, or you wait for mine or whoever else has got one at the moment to come out of theirs. The STO is going to take over the production line on the Evo rear-wheel drive, so I don't think there's going to be many of these. There wasn't that many of the previous generation, so I think it'll be good news in terms of having something that isn't going to completely destroy my life when I come to get out of it. They're a lot cheaper than the four-wheel drive in the first place, and we'll get on to all the numbers and the finance stuff in a separate video, of course. It's great! This thing's good news. Sorry. I don't know where I was. But anyway, let's go and get the girlfriend anyway. She's another couple of miles away. So we're going to go get her. We're going to get her in the car. We're going to see how pleased she is that I've turned up in this car. We're supposed to be going shopping. I don't know where I'm going to put it all. And the dog's going to be in here as well. So let's see how that goes. As if by magic then, look who I have in the car.
Hello.
Hi again.
Hello.
Have you been on the channel this year yet?
Good question. I don't think so.
Say Happy New Year then.
Happy New Year.
Say Happy New Year as well, Crisps.
I love poo. Happy poo year.
Good.
This is our humour.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. Right, so we are going shopping. You've just finished work. You've had the dog with you.
We're going shopping. Essentials shopping.
Essential shopping, yes. Food shopping.
You've eaten all my food.
I've eaten everything, haven't I? So we're going to whichever shop we can find whilst driving around. Co-op.
I really want to go to Co-op.
Said no one ever.
No, it said me every single day because they do the best vegan food ever. Co-op, by the way.
Okay, are they going to get a guided tour of that? We'll just walk around. I can walk around Co-op with the camera in there. That's fine.
Oh yeah, actually, let's send you into Co-op with the camera, and I'll stay in the car.
I'll get nothing but pizza and crisps.
Okay, well let's just see what you get.
I'll come back like I'm preparing for a 5-year-old's tea party. That's what I'll shop for.
I'm kind of down for that tonight. I really want like a fat night.
Okay, perfect. I'm always in for that. Good. Okay, we're here to talk about cars. It's a car channel, not pizza and crisps, unfortunately. First impressions, what do you think of the car? You've literally only just seen it, you haven't seen it yet?
I've only just seen it.
Yep.
I really like it actually.
Okay.
It's much more understated than the Pista.
Okay.
It looks a bit like a Batmobile.
Okay.
This is very Batmobile-esque.
Yes.
It's a touchscreen.
Yeah, touchscreen does it all.
That's very clever.
The one thing that annoys me though, you can't do the volume on, there's no twiddle. You know how like most cars there's a twiddle to do the up and down?
So what do
you have to go into a menu here and select. Like it's really crashy.
Yeah,
you have to like slide. I mean, if you're not allowed to use your phone at the wheel, you shouldn't be allowed to do that really.
Here? Yeah,
No, there's nothing.
Yeah,
No, that's the windscreen wipers.
Oh.
So that's the indicators. So you know, like when you're learning to drive, the indicators are those things. That it's like a motorbike. It's crap. And then that's the windscreen wiper, and that's to make the windscreen spooge. No. That's your wing mirrors.
You're joking.
There's no volume. That's it.
We have found a flaw.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that's annoyed me. Anyway, we've gone off a tangent there, but you like it.
I do like it. I do. Yeah, it's nice, and it's actually it doesn't feel too noisy and horrible. Okay, stop. I don't like it. He doesn't like it either. Okay.
No, he's fine.
I take it back. I don't like that side of it, but the rest of it, I'm okay with it.
Okay, good. So you didn't like the Pista. You hated the Pista.
No.
You made that very clear on the channel.
I get
My audience didn't like
lots
it.
of abuse for hating the Pista.
It's okay. It's
don't
okay. A lot of other people hate it as well, so it's fine. I actually really liked it, but if you bear in mind, this car is about 130 to 150 grand cheaper than the Pista.
Yeah, so much better.
Would you know that as kind of just a non-car person looking at it? Would you think it looks like a...
No, it just looks
Six-figure difference?
less chavvy.
That is saying something.
It's still chavvy, but it's not like chavvy as like blue and yellow chavvy.
I liked it. What are you on about?
I know you didn't. Crisp is wearing high pooch.
Yes.
Of course.
So those in the comments wondering what on earth our dashing son here is wearing. Is he going to get a little twirl?
Yeah, come on, baby.
He's a bit fat to be doing any twirling. He's a chunky boy.
There we are.
He's wearing the latest arrival from Hype Pooch, so if you want to keep your dogs warm this winter.
This is our red anti-social puppy club.
Yes.
Oh, he's so cute, and he's wearing a size large, but he is a little small for a Frenchie, so size up if you are looking.
And they're back in stock now, aren't they?
They are back in stock. They are. We've actually got some really cool new stock, and we've got my favourite one, which is actually my mum's, but we would have been wearing it, is the grey off sweater.
Oh, yeah.
So nice, so cosy.
So a lot of people say, no, why do you put your dogs in clothes? He actually shivers when he goes out. He's a little wimp. So if your dog shivers, then that's your solution. Any other business other than jumpers? Anything else going on? Where are we going? Are we off somewhere else? We've been working on a project behind the scenes, which we can't say anything about yet. Well, you've been working on it, and I'm going to try and
I have been up at 4 in the morning.
Dealing with foreign markets. Yeah.
Working very hard on it.
You actually woke me up at like 3 or 4 this morning with your laptop, like tapping away.
I'm very excited. Literally, like I live and breathe this new project.
Okay, so we are going to be revealing that very soon.
Yes, it's for men and women.
It's all very exciting.
It's going to be great.
It is actually really, really good. It's not something that I've had huge involvement in, so it's actually going to be nice. It's going to be really well done. And you're actually very qualified in this as well.
I am.
So this is going to be a business with some sort of expertise behind it.
Serious expertise and like a lot of seriously hard work. So I'm really, really excited.
As am I. Cool. I think that's it then, really, isn't it?
You right, darling?
Should we just? I think the shop's up here, so we'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
Should
a
we
car,
go into the shop and then? Well, I'll send you in with the camera. You can have a look at what food you want to get, and then I'm just going to put all my trust in you and see how it goes.
Famous last words.
Yeah, and I'll probably do an Amazon Fresh delivery the moment I'm home.
Right, my task is to get some shopping, and your task is to make sure no one takes the side off this car in the co-op car park.
Okay.
Can you do that?
I mean, yeah, I don't really know how I'd stop them, but I'll try.
No, nor do I.
I'd be like, don't do that.
This is quite nerve-wracking, actually. Oh, this will be a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
Perfect. Please don't get attacked here, for God's sake. I can't be bothered. Oh, God.
Are you parking here?
Sorry. She is not impressed. Karen in Avatara was not happy at that. Okay.
Are you leaving me here?
Yes.
Like the worst place if you want someone not to take the side off it.
No, it's fine. But I'm thinking about the thumbnail. Right, we'll put you slightly out of the way then. Let's see if I think Karen's taking my parking spot.
No, there's more, I think. We can come around and do the thumbnail again.
I'm a little apprehensive.
Parking behind Karen?
Yeah, because they just have no... They don't care, do they? Like supermarket mums are just like feral in their cars.
Oh, here, there's loads of space.
Yeah. The thing is, when people see flashy, knobby cars like this, they love parking next to it. They just want to park next to it, you know?
But if you go on the end here, then I can be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, they're not disabled, so I'm gonna have 1.3 spaces, I think.
You can just be super quick. Make sure you go to the frozen section, yeah?
Overruled. I'm going to go to the snack section.
No, I want the frozen section so you can get some vegan frozen stuff.
Do they do vegan frozen pizzas?
Yeah, probably. Or the Gru section. They're all green. And they have the incredible burger. We've actually got some of them in the freezer.
Can't have too many burgers.
That's true. Okay.
Right, okay, so try not to get the car stolen, the dog stolen, yourself punched, the car damaged, the dog damaged.
Alright, we'll be quick.
And I'll just do a really sensible shop.
Okay, presumably are you taking it with you?
What?
You're taking this with you?
No, I got my camera.
Oh, okay, just not leaving this on though.
I mean, do you have anything to say to them whilst I go?
No,
I'll leave you with me if you want. Sorry, my bum's hanging out. Sorry, everyone.
Are you really leaving it on?
Can do if you want.
I don't want that.
Have you got anything to say to them?
No.
Okay. Talk to them then.
No. No offense.
Sorry, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye then. See you later. So we're just leaving them there. The car actually is on its original plate, but look at it. Controversial, I know, but I just think it looks so much better without the wing on it. For those shouting, wondering why it's not got its private plate on it yet, DVLA, whatever, Lambo, it will have the T60 FU plate on it. That was just for display when I collected the car, so it will have the most offensive number plate in my collection on there, and that was, of course, the number plate from the Pista. Let's go anyway. In we go then. Co-op time. How very exciting. I've got my mask on as well. I am masked. Here we go then. Let's go shopping. I think this might be a new low on my channel. Is this a new low? The things we do for money, hey? Very happy with my purchases there. I honestly couldn't be bothered with that, so I'm not sure she's gonna be best pleased. We'll find out. I'll go and dump it on our lap as well, because there's nowhere to put it. Actually, there might be in the front. Let's see. See if there's any room in here. There we go, look at that. Who says Lamborghinis aren't practical? There's got a load of crap in there from when I picked it up, because I insisted on getting as much free stuff as possible. So I've got like calendars, books, charger, model of the car. That t-shirt's designed to stop it from scratching when I've got it on trickle charge, dangling out the front. But yeah, we saw loads of room in there. Look at that, practical car, family car pretty much. Hello. Hi. All done.
What did you get?
I've done very well.
Have you?
Yes.
What did you get?
A pack of giant Watsits, 2 goo pots.
Can I eat them?
Watsits, yeah, I looked on the back, no milk.
Ah, you got the vegan ones.
Yeah, spicy giant Watsits, they're vegan, everyone.
Are they?
Okay, don't tell me there isn't useful consumer advice on this channel, because there bloody is.
Blown my mind.
I know.
What else?
Some goo pots, the vegan ones.
Yeah, I got that.
Some meat-free sausages.
You bought them yesterday.
I know, but I like them, so we got more. You never have too many meat-free sausages, I've always said that.
The freezer is just meat-free. Look at that poor baby outside.
I know, don't leave your dog outside, it's just ridiculous.
Don't leave your dog outside. Dog theft is through the roof at the minute.
Absolutely. I can't even remember what else I've got, to be honest with you.
Okay, it will be a little surprise.
Some of those chicken bite pop things.
Love them.
You can actually never have too many of them.
No, you actually can't. With sweet chili sauce. Oh, divine.
And for those moaning saying that this wasn't an essential shop, who's to know whether or not she actually went back in and did a proper shop, and you've just been subjected to me buying stuff for entertainment purposes.
For that.
Who's to know? Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. Who knows at this point? But I just, you know, people will try and get you on everything.
Yeah.
People will try and get you. Not to mention this is work. Right, let's get a thumbnail before we get out of here.
Okay.
Have you got any final words?
No.
Follow you on Instagram or something maybe?
Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram to keep up with all the exciting things that I'm doing.
It is non-stop.
I'm just an exciting person, you know?
Yeah, you are. You're very, very exciting.
No, but there is exciting stuff coming this year, so obviously that will be announced on both of our channels, but it won't be for a while, so I mean you can follow me in a month or so if you want.
Set a timer. Set a reminder on your calendar.
For 6 weeks.
Well, let's see what we can get thumbnail-wise. This thumbnail might be a work of art, or it might be absolutely appalling.
Who's in the thumbnail and who's taking it?
Worst case, I'm just going to screenshot us sat here and use that as a thumbnail. But best case, this might be an Instagram picture. We don't know. We'll get you in it though, obviously.
Oh, okay.
You and the dog.
I wondered if you wanted me to take it.
I'll take it of you and the dog because you do better.
I'm going to hold it because he's not wearing his harness and stuff. So.
And you cannot be trusted, can you, mate? You can't be trusted. You just run off and you don't care.
Do you want to do it on my phone?
Yes. Okay. Well, the Huawei's better, but we'll do it on that. I can't remember what to send it about.
There you go.
Good. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And I'll see you all... That was rude. See you all very soon. Bye.
Bye.